Well, hello again. Nice to have you back. Come on in. I don't know why this is a little fuzzy today. Can't quite figure it out. Well, that's all right. I can see you just fine, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to see the products that I bring you just fine. So come on in. Did you bring a beverage? Today, I hope you actually brought a snack because this could take a while. I have this box, which is rather small. It only has maybe 6 items in it. But then I have a bigger box that we're going to get into that has more than 20 items in it. I'll go as long as I can go. I don't know. This could be an hour and a half video. Let's find out, right? So today, what I'm bringing you is SuperBuys again. Now, I do want to tell you guys a little something about WhatNot. The items that I show you are available throughout the different shops at WhatNot. When I shop SuperBuys, I would say at least 75% of the time, they have either more of these items or they get more of these items because they're very consistent in the type of pallets that they order and that they get from Amazon. These are all Amazon returns. So there is some consistency there with SuperBuys, which is something that I like because I can get more than one of something should I want more than one of something. However, there are other shows out there that sell the exact same types of products. The only exceptions that you can't get or might not be able to get, some things that I get, are the weird things like those unique pocketbooks that I got from a couple of different sites that I showed you, or the unique wallets. But when it comes for general household items, lawn and garden, that kind of thing, electronics, anything other than something really personal like a purse or, as I said, a purse, a wallet, maybe a pair of shoes, those exact same things may not be on WhatNot. I have not found anything identical to that Betty Boot bag that I scored or to that big orange tote bag that I managed to get. I have not found anything that's even comparable to them. However, there is quite a variety of different handbags and things like that out there. So keep in mind that when I'm showing you things, I'm showing you things that you pretty much can get yourself. And I'm going to demonstrate to you today how things can change within the same auction from bid to bid. Okay. So I've got my little cheat sheet from this particular order, and we're going to go over everything that's in here, and I'm going to hopefully show you everything that's in here. All right, let's start with these. Who doesn't love Reese's? Not just one, but 2 bags. Reese's Hearts and Miniatures, assorted candies, individually wrapped. If you can see through the bag, they are individually foiled wrapped. Now, these came from Tennessee. They didn't melt even in the heat. They didn't melt here, but I am going to give one to my community and one's going in my refrigerator for when I need, well, actually, probably my freezer for when I need a chocolate fix. But let's talk about these bags. Each of these bags sells for $29.99. These are big bags. These are 21 ounces. And paying $1 an ounce is just about right for Reese's. Okay. So I don't know how many pieces are in here. It doesn't actually say the amount of pieces, but it is a little more than 21 ounces, actually. 21 and a half, 21.49 ounces per bag. So they sell for $29.99. One of these I won at the auction for $6. The other I won for $9. So I got 2 identical items from the exact same shop during the exact same show, but yet I pay differently because what you pay or what you end up paying on your bid is based on how much competition you have for them. Germany was doing this particular show, and she had a limited amount of these. I knew I wanted to score one for the community and have one for me if I could get it. So I ended up getting the 2 of these for a total of $15 versus 2 of these for a total of $60. It was still a savings. Even though I paid $9 for one, $9 versus $29.99, that's still a $21 savings on a bag. So you have to kind of look at that. You may win multiple items from the same auction during the same show, but not pay exactly the same for them. My community doesn't even know they're going to get those yet. They're going to love them. All right. I got 2 of these. These are jumbo plates, 50 count, 10 by 12 inch paper plates. These are heavy duty plates. They're very patriotic. I got 2 packs of them. Again, from the same auction, on the same day, during the same show. But each one of these paper plates packs sells for $16.95. And these things are heavy, let me tell you. These are oversized. They sell for $16.95. One of these I won for $6. The other I won for $9. And I had to do a correction. On my Reese's, I just looked at my sheet. One bag was $6, one bag was $7. It was one of these that was $9, and the other one that was $6. So basically, for a total of $15, I got $34 worth of product. So that's more than a 50% savings on these. That's still a good deal. Both of these are going to go to my community because we do have functions coming up for Labor Day. And I know they can definitely make use of these. They do barbecues, and you know what? They provide the food, literally everything. They provide the hot dogs and the hamburgers, and they provide the the buns and the snacks and the chips. I mean, everything. So I figured, you know what? The least I can do is provide them with some plates and something that is sturdy. More than enough, right? People get to eat more on the bigger plates. Okay, what else is in this box? Another twosome. Ban Powder Fresh Roll-On. Now, they sold this as a 2-pack, not individually, but I did price them out as a 2-pack. These are brand new, never opened. They still have this little plastic thing on top, and they do smell just like baby powder, which is fine by me. My go-to scents are either baby powder or coconut, because I don't mind smelling like suntan lotion. I happen to like that smell. But 2-pack of Ban. A 2-pack sells for $8.49. I did pay $7 for the 2, but I still roughly saved $1.50. It's still a savings. And the convenience of, again, not having to go to the store, not having to try to find the deals at the store that might not be this good. Just, having to travel 10 miles, all that gas and aggravation just to pick up deodorant. There's nothing close to me. I can't just walk into a market someplace and get these things. So even though I only saved $1.50, I still saved technically in so many other ways than just that. It was definitely worth it. I'm going to be smelling good for a long time. All right. And the last thing in this box, I'm going to toss the box. This was in a box of coffee. The box kind of fell apart, so I just opened them up. Have you ever gotten the coffee pods from Amazon? This is what I used to buy 100% of the time when I first got my Keurig. It was either buying them at Costco where they were cheap or buying them on Amazon where they were the next cheapest. But this is the breakfast blend. There's 24 cups, and I did count them because the box was damaged, but the pods are not. 24 cups in this bag. And because the box was damaged, they packed it in a nice plastic bag, which I thought is great. I could just throw this in my pantry and be good with this. The 24 pack of the coffee cups sells on Amazon for $11.18. I paid $5. $5 for 24 K-cups. I'll definitely be using these before I spend any money on more loose coffee. But that's a really good deal. It's not as good as a deal as if I were to go out and buy a 2-pound or 3-pound, whatever size can. Well, they're plastic now, but cans of coffee and scoop it out. Yes, I'll get a lot more doing it that way than I will this way. But for $5, this is a great convenience. 24, and they're exactly breakfast blend. Love it. And this is good. If you've never tried, if you like a coffee that's not strong, a lighter roast, I highly recommend this. All right. SoldBySam brand at Amazon. You got to give it a go, guys. It really is good. All right. So that is that box. Now, this particular box was from a show on July 29th. I received this on August 1st. Seriously quick. But I wanted to get this, again, this is another pre-recorded video. I wanted to get this done quickly because I want to get the chocolate in the refrigerator, one in the freezer for me, one in the refrigerator for the office, so that when I have a few things together to take to the office, like now I have the plates and the candy, I can contact the office and either swing by and drop it off, or when the office manager only lives around the block from me, I can always swing over there and drop it off to her place. So I had to get that done. All right. We are on to the next box, and I'm going to have to pull this over because this is a big box. So give me a second here. Holy cow. I got to pull this closer. This box actually has 2 orders in it combined, and I did that to save space because I have too many boxes. I'm trying to get the boxes out of my living room. All right. So we're going to go through what I believe to be on these packing slips. I'm going to follow these packing slips to make sure that I get it right. Oh my gosh. All right. Where do we start? Where do we start? Oh, that's not part of this order. Hold on. I got to move this. Where am I going to put it? Don't know. All right. That's not part of that order. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to show you is, you've all heard of Boost, right? Boost with fiber. High protein with fiber. One of these, if you go out and you just buy one of these, you're going to pay probably on average is about $2 just for one. A 6-pack of Boost costs $14.99. Okay. I got 18 of them. 3, 6, 9, 12. Let's stack them over here. 15 and 18. I got 18 of them that has an MSRP. If you buy them in 6-packs, it has an MSRP of $45. I paid $35. So I saved $10 on these Boosts. Now, these are a meal replacement for me. I've discovered that since I started this journey, I am not, I'm not eating the way my old habits were. I'm eating differently, which I think is obviously what is contributing to the success that I've had on the diet. Every ½ pound I lose, every ½ pound I lose is a success. So I'm going to use this as a meal substitute once in a blue moon, because these don't expire until January of 2027. So I have more than a year to use these up. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator. Every once in a while, I'm going to grab one of these and I'm going to use these for my morning consumption. All right. Or maybe my evening at the end of the day. But I'm thinking more so my morning consumption, that I will have a boost, because that's when I need the protein. And I definitely need the fiber because I've cut a lot of starches out of my diet. And we all know that, yes, you can get certain fibers from vegetables, but you also get fibers from white things like rice, bread, potatoes, pasta. Well, I've eliminated or seriously reduced a lot of that. So the boost, and of course, I love the chocolate boost. They also had the strawberry and whatnot, but the deal I got on this, $45 worth of product for a total of $35. They did auction them off 6 at a time. So on one auction for 6, I paid $8. On the second auction for 6, I paid 10. And at the very end, when she was running out of them, I actually paid 17. But I knew how that would average out. Boost is very popular, and especially when it has an extended expiration date, that's pretty cool. All right, sweet tea. Am I upside down? I'm upside down. Original black tea, pre-sweetened sweet tea. Now, I've been using the Crystal Light sweet tea, but I have had this. You can make it in a pitcher, or you can make it in a jug, however you want to do it. But this is really good. This has family-sized tea bags. It doesn't say how many tea bags are in here. It just 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. Right? Just share the sweetness. So this box, believe it or not, sells for $13.99. I won it at the auction for $6. That's better than half price. I can't get this at my local grocery or even at Amazon for $6. Pretty good deal, right? Okay. Let's get into something else. Oh my goodness. All right, chargers. Fast chargers. And yes, I know you saw in the last video I got 3. I came across these and these were a great deal. They're identical, so I will open up one for you. They were $5. Their MSRP is $5.89. It's just a standard block charger, but it's a very small one with the cord. Comes together, all right? These average $5.89 MSRP. One of them I paid $5 for on the auction, and the other I only paid $4 for. So again, I saved on these. Did I save a lot? No, but every penny you save adds up. So I've got 2 of them. Instead of paying $12 for the 2 of them, I ended up paying $9 for the 2 of them. So overall, I saved $3 on these. It's a good deal. Now you can see, not all products have a massive savings, but wait till you see some of the stuff I'm going to show you. There will be a massive savings. All right, this nice little box. You want to see what's in here? This is the cutest thing. Bear with me a second. Let me move my paper out of the way. Okay. This is what I call a snack pack, and it's not super big, but it's adorable. Look at this. It says happy birthday on it. It has different products in each section. Let's see if I can take it out without taking it apart. There we go. So it has everything from, let's see what's on the tag here. I love the way this is done. It doesn't say on the tag what's in it. Let me see. All right. So it has nuts, hard candies, pretzels, and popcorn, all sealed inside of these individual little boxes. And these are the cutest thing, but look at that wrap, that happy birthday ribbon on it. Is that going to make a nice gift? And the expiration date on here doesn't have, let's see, July of 2026. So this thing has a full year on it before it expires. This nice little birthday, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to call it a snack pack. This sells for $19.29. $19.29. I got it for $6. Isn't this not great? I know exactly who it's going to. So I'm going to keep it in the box that it came in, but I will put it in the refrigerator just to be on the safe side. I don't know why. It doesn't expire for a long time. It isn't. It's just me. When it comes to like candy and things like that, I don't want to have to start opening each of the individual boxes and the things to try to figure out. I'd like to leave it intact and not take the ribbon off it because that way it's a better gift, right? Okay. So anyway, I know who that's going to. Let's find the next thing. All right, I got 2 of these. And again, these were from the same show. Different day, same show, same time. She had a whole bunch of these, so I bid on each of these. These are the fresh oil scents, the plugins. And the botanicals, these are actually made by Glade. And I got 2 of them. They come with the plug-in and they come with the 1 refill or the 1 fill, the initial fill. They don't have a backup refill. But I will keep my eye out for the refill because you know what? When these surface, there's usually refills that surface. So I got the 2 of these. Each of these, their MSRP is $9.99. On one of them, I paid $3 in my bid, and the other I won for $4. So instead of paying $20, roughly $10 a piece, you might as well say $9.99. Come on, let's just say that's not counting tax. So $20 for the 2 of them. I got the 2 of them for a total of $7. $3 and $4 versus $9.99. That's better than half off on each of these. And they smell the same, French lavender and honey blossom. So I can put 1 out in the front room and 1 back in the bedroom and have the same smell throughout the house. Pretty good deal, right? I know. Again, this speaks to the variety. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. This, and I'm going to take this out of here. This is a pillow cover set. Comes in a nice box. I'm going to take it out so that you can see it. Oh, 2 points. This is a 2-pack. Now, they do call this purple, and it does look a little bit of purple with the cream. It's a really, really nice pattern. Right? It's machine washable. These are 18 by 18. You can see where the dots colored in right here. 18 by 18. That's the size on these. They're linen. They feel really, really nice. I will open it. That off. Because I do want to wash them before I use them. So they are a good size. And once you open them, you can really see that they do have some purple to them. Right. But I love the colors that it's mixed with. It's got that nice pink and cream color running through it. Hidden zippers. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the zippers. Hidden zippers. Let's take a look at the lining. Not lined, but nice and thick. This is a really good thick material. And I don't think you would need to line it. I don't think it really needs a liner in it. But my pillow covers are getting pretty sad. And, you can only wash them and do so much with them before you actually have to replace them. So I thought, well, you know what? This was a great deal because this pillow cover set sells for $14.29. And I won it for $3. 2 pillow covers for $3. Is that not unheard of? That's really nice. So these will go into the wash. And then once they're washed and cleaned, they'll go on over my old pillows to lighten them up and freshen them up. And I got Boost rolling all over the couch next to me over here. All right, let's find the next thing in this order. Snyder's pretzel rods. These are a great snack because 3 pretzels are only 110 calories. Now, I tend to use my thumb and scrape the salt off the outside of the pretzels because there's always too much salt on them. But only 110 calories for 3 pretzels. More than likely, for me, typically 1 pretzel is enough. So that's only going to be about 35 calories, maybe 36 calories total. It's going to be a nice snack. It's in a nice sealed container. This is, what's the size on this? Doesn't say. 27 ounces, 1 pound, 11 ounces. This sells for $6.78, and I got it for $5. Still a savings, right? Not the greatest savings in the world. My hair is catching. Not the greatest savings in the world, but it is still a savings. Snyder's pretzels, totally sealed. Do I care that some of them are broken? No. You go into the supermarket and some of them are broken. Doesn't matter. You're going to bite them. They're going to break, right? Okay. All right. Let's put that over there. What else we got left? Oh, okay. We got one thing left in this particular order. I hope I can get them out. Finish all-in-one Ultra dishwasher pods. Finish all-in-one Ultra, the all-one solution for your dishes. Powerball supercharges the tablet for everyday clean the first time, every time. So this is Finish and dish detergent all together at the same time. This is 100 and how many? 140 tablets. 140 tablets. I only run my dishwasher like once every 4 days. So let's say maybe 6 or 7 times a month. I might probably 6 on average, about 6 times a month I run my dishwasher. 140 is going to last me a long time. This sells for $27.99. I got it for $11. You can't even get a smaller pack of 40 of these for $11, let alone 140 of them for $11. Right? I think it's a great deal. I was so happy when she pulled these out. I'm like, I don't care. I got to have them. I know what these things are worth. I use the Finish, the liquid that you put in for like keeping spots off your glasses. So I know the Finish products are good. My dishes are not all that bad anyway. There you go. I am set like forever. So that's that particular order. That's order number 2 from SuperBuys. And I can't believe I managed to get through those 2 orders in 30 minutes. Am I going too fast for you guys? Probably not, because you like to see a lot of stuff. So I will get in to the 3rd order that we're going to do. Anyway, this order that I just went through with you, this was from a show on July 24th. I received these on July 31st. So remember, I automatically allow the first 3 days for handling, packing, whatever the case may be. So that would have put it at the 27th. I received it on the 31st. So technically from the date it shipped, it only took 4 days to get to me. I'm happy with this. It's never really taken more than a week after the show from SuperBuys to be able to get my items. And everything is so nicely packed and or rewrapped and or protected, whatever they need to do to make sure that you get your item exactly as you saw it when it was presented. So I'm very happy with that particular order. Now I have to find, hold on, be right back. Okay. I couldn't find my sheets for this third order. And they were actually laying on the top of another box. I had moved them. So let's get started with what's on top of the box first. And this is a giant bath towel. Now this too will go into the wash. This is a white ribbed bath towel. It's not quite a bath sheet, but it's pretty darn close. It's about 5 feet across. It's good size. It's in great shape. No call outs on it, meaning no flaws, no stains, no marks, no threads, nothing. This is in perfect shape. This bath towel, I just found the sheets and then I'm like, oh, okay, where did I put it? Where did I just put it? Goodness gracious. I got to be more careful. All right, this bath towel sells for $7. You can get a 2-pack for $14.99 on Amazon of these, but this one sells for $7, and I got it in auction for $4. So to get a nice bath towel this big for only $4, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Nice and soft and ribbed. Where was this morning when I was taking my shower? It was in the box. That's where it was. All right, let's see what's next. Nails. Okay, these are soft gel nail tips, and they are the almond shaped. You can see they're pre-shaped in the almond, which basically is a rounded tip. They are medium-sized tips. They're, my fingers are kind of medium in width, but each pack has 240 pieces. So you have 10 nails, that's 24 times you can do each nail. These ran as a 2-pack. They didn't run separately this auction, that auction. They were run together as a 2-pack. These sell for $6.29 each. The MSRP on these is $6.29 each. I got the 2-pack for $5, which is basically $2.50 each. So $6.29 per box versus $2.50 per box. Great deal. A lot of the tips that I had, my inventory of tips to do my own nails, they were very old. They were starting to yellow. And when they do, the acrylic breaks down on them. So they don't hold up well. They become more brittle. They tend to crack easier no matter how much powder you may put on the top of them. So I figured, you know what? I needed to get some new ones and I could not pass up this deal. And I am keeping them all for myself because I'm going to need them. I finally found my stuff and I'm getting back in to start doing my nails again. It's been a long time since I did a nail video for you guys. And I know I did promise you a nail video with the gel. So I figure, okay, I've got the gel tips. I have my acrylic powder. I have the gel nail polish. I'll create a video for you on doing gel nails. How does that sound? Sound all right? Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, this is so cute. I'm just going to call this the dog mug. The retail price on this is $16.99. But I had to have this. It's not the biggest mug in the world. It's only like an 8 or 10 ounce mug. It's not super big. I do love the colors of the mug. And I like the little fruit pattern on it, the little orange slices and whatnot going all the way around the mug. But on the inside, it has a dog. And the dog's attached in there. It's not moving. So every time you take a drink, you get to look at the little doggy. Isn't that the cutest thing? Now, yes, it might be a little hard to stir your drink, But you know what? You stir around the dog. You technically stir around your cup anyway, so you just stir around the dog. I just thought that was so adorable. And it's like, you know what? I had to have it. It's very unique and it's something that just put a smile on my face. So again, this sells for $16.99. I picked it up for $3. $3. So this will go in the dishwasher. It'll get cleaned and then it'll get added to my cabinet. I like that it's a smaller cup. There are times that I only drink half a cup when I use the bigger mugs like this. Look at the difference in size. There are times when I get a big cup like this that I just don't feel like drinking the whole thing. So I'm okay with a smaller cup, especially one that's so cute. They do have these, SuperBuys does have these with little bears sitting in the bottom of it and other animals sitting in the bottom. But this was the only dog one. And it just happened to be that time during the auction that I was paying attention and I caught it and I got it. And I got it for the initial bid. So I'm thrilled to have that. That is a good deal. All right. More solar path lights. Solar path lights. Now, these are small. So I already know where I'm going to be putting these. Let me get them open and show you. Does come with a little instruction thing on how to put them together and whatnot. But again, these are basic plug and play. And we all know what to do with solar lights, right? Okay. So I'm going to open them up. This is your little glass dome, your little plastic dome. Put that there. And it is a 2-pack. We'll check them both out. This is the top that goes on, and I'm going to put this in the on. Oh, it's already lit up. When I cover it, see the light? So it's already got some solar charge to it. You literally just twist it on to lock it in place. There you go. And you've got your stake that goes in the bottom. So they sit pretty tall from above the ground. They're a good foot above the ground, but they're not super, super big. And they will cast a certain amount of light. Very nice. So let's check the other one and make sure. This is very, very nicely wrapped. We'll turn this one on. And again, this one is lit when I cover it. That one works. So we'll get this one locked in, into place. Put the base on. Put the post on. There we go. So I have a walkway out back that when you come down my stairs, the back stairs, if you turn to the right, there's a walkway that goes out to the road. So these are going to go on either side of that walkway to mark the edges of the walkway. That's where these will go. Happy with that. That's really cool. So they sell for $15.99 and I won that auction for $5. $5 for those two, right? That's a pretty good deal. $2.50 a piece. Now, granted, they're not as cheap as Dollar General, but Dollar General, I have not seen anything like this at Dollar General, let alone this tall or this particular design. The Dollar General ones, like the daisies I got, are much, much smaller. Not the same quality. Those are really good quality. So I'm very happy with getting that 2-pack for $5 as opposed to paying $15.99. That's really, really good. All right, what is next? Let me pull this out. This is a set of cups and plates in pink and blue. Now, some people refer to this as a gender reveal party kit, but to me, they're pink and blue plates and napkins. So they come with a set of napkins, pink and blue. It comes with medium size, like snack plates, pink and blue. And it comes with the larger plates. And it comes with the 8-ounce cups in pink and the 8-ounce cups in blue. So it is literally a full set for a gender reveal party or for just any other thing that you might need it for. I believe there's 100. Oh, how many pieces are in here? 132 pieces in here. This sells for $24.99. $24.99. My winning bid, $5. You know what I'm going to do with these guys? These are going to my community for different events that they have. Pink or blue doesn't matter. It could be, they could use the pink for the ladies' functions that happen here every Saturday. They could use the blue for the men, for the fishing tournaments. Whatever the case may be, they can make use of them for different things. So this is going to them. And I figure, you know what? What a great price. $24.99. So say $25, and I got it all for $5. That's an amazing savings. And if it's going to help the community, that just makes me that much happier. They have been so amazing since I moved in here with when I need things for my particular property location, whether it be the grading that had to be done, the soil, the gravel that had to be brought in, the landscaping work that had to be done, where they had to come with their Kubota and grade the land and dig up the old things from the old house that was here and remove this and make that safe and cut this and cut that. And the mowing services that they give, the trimming and edging services. Yesterday, I slept in a little yesterday. Well, I slept till about 8 a.m., which is, considering I didn't go to bed at 2, that's not really sleeping in. But I slept till about 8, and I woke up to the sound of the mower. Well, I knew I had talked to the lawn maintenance guy a couple of days before. I think it was on Tuesday. And he said he'd be by on Friday to do my corner. Well, I hear him out there and I just smiled. I'm like, okay, he's here doing his thing. But then I get a text from the office saying that their riding mower was needed service. So they probably wouldn't be able to care to my place until Monday. So I looked out the window, and sure enough, this wonderful man was out there with the push mower. Instead of the riding mower, he was walking my entire corner lot, doing everything with the hand push mower and the edger, the trimmer, and the leaf blower. He kept his word to me that he was going to do it yesterday morning, and he did it yesterday morning. So I wrote back to the office and I said, he's here with the push mower, and that he's a man of his word. And please, if I don't get a chance to, please tell him thank you for keeping his promise. So that's why I like to give back to the community. That's why I have a stack full of things that I give back to the community, because they just take such good care of us here. I absolutely just love how they do that. All right, so let's keep going with what's in this package, because we have a lot more. Well, not a lot more, 5 or 6 things, but we're going on 45 minutes. So I think we're doing really good. This is a budget planner. In my previous video, you saw me get a meeting planner. This is actually my budget planner for my own personal expenses. And I love this because nothing is dated. You put in whatever you want, whatever dates you want to put in it. You fill in your calendar. It's blank, so that you can put in the days of the month, however that month falls. It's not pre-structured. So it doesn't have a timestamp on it, so to speak, that, oh, well, this is for 2025 and you can't use it next year. No, you can use this. I mean, it's got daily categories, it's got your date, your time, whatever the case may be. This is a great little planner. Absolutely love this. You can personalize it, do whatever you need to do. It's got pockets in the back, and it's got quite a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 pockets, and the envelope is only on one side of them. So you've got 12 pockets you can store things in, whether it's receipts or important papers that you want to keep handy. It's also got this nice little, like we all know, page keeper, the elastic bookmark, so to speak. That's part of it. It's a perfect size. It's only about 8.5 by 5. It's not super, super big. This sells for $8.06, but my winning bid was $3. Yeah, I love it when I get deals like this. My planner that I had, my budget book that I had was running low. Yes, I did get another budget book a couple of months ago in a different haul. But once I get into a budget book, I like to make sure I already have a backup ready so that I have the one I'm using and a backup. And now this is my backup. And probably in another week or two, I'm going to go into the one that I got previously. So new budget book. This is beautifully made too. Look at this hardcover. This is not a cheap thing. As I said, $8.06. It's got plenty of pages, and then it's got those plastic pages you can see in the back to hold your receipts. Loving that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, let's put that over here somewhere. Let's see what else we got down in here. Oh, can't wait to open this. Let me get my scissors out. All right, this is a really dark, almost a denim blue, dark navy blue throw blanket. Try to get this open as best I can. It's really taped good too. Oh, come on. More tape than I even thought about. There we go. All right. This is, what size is this? This is 50 inches by 65 inches. So roughly 4 by 6, give or take a couple of inches. Not super big. It's just a throw blanket. And I'm going to try to rip it down because I don't want to risk cutting it. This blanket typically retails for $11.99. Machine wash, totally machine washable. They call this a Sherpa blanket. Tumble dry if you want to. You don't need to iron it. You don't want to bleach it, obviously, because it's navy blue. It has it says hassle-free replacements. If there's any damage to it, it'll be replaced free. It's 100% polyester. Remember, we talked about polyester. It's the thread count, not what they're making it out of. But this, oh my gosh, this is so soft. Holy cow. All right, look, already I got one of my hair on it, and I just opened it. Look at this blanket. Can you see the pattern on this? Can you see the design? Look at the fluffy on this thing. This is so thick. This is amazing. I love this. Let me see if I can you see the pattern? Kind of hard. Let me turn it around this way. Maybe you can see the pattern in it that way, but it's a very simple weaved pattern, but it's super, super fuzzy all the way around. And I love how dark it is. The dark navy almost looks like denim. There's where you can see the wiggle designs in it here, and the space there, and the wiggle design up there. Now you can see that a little bit better. This is just crazy. $11.99, but I got it for $5. Some of my throw blankets are so old. I've just got to get rid of them because they're getting threadbare, they're getting thin, they're falling apart. I'm constantly cutting things off of them. They're not even in good enough condition to be able to donate to Goodwill. So instead of that, I'm just going to toss them away and use my new blankets. But that price, $5 versus $12, it's still a good price. Let's take a look at the other one. I got a second blanket. This one is a luxury faux fur blanket, fuzzy and fluffy, it says. And the size on this one is 50 inches by 60 inches. So again, this one is 4 by 5. Just the right size for a throw blanket. You don't want anything too big, or it's no longer a throw. It becomes a blanket. And I don't need heavy blankets. I got enough full-size blankets. I don't need any more. Let me see if I can get this open here. I love that these are like closed so tightly. This particular blanket sells for $21.99. That's the MSRP on this blanket. $21.99. Wait till you hear what I paid for it. All right. Oh. Now this one is a little bit different. Are you ready for this? This one is soft, like velour on this side, but on this side, it's fuzzy. It's just a big, giant, fuzzy blanket. Big, fuzzy blanket. It's like having a sheepdog on your lap. Until I get another dog. This is a nice, big, fuzzy blanket. This is going to be one heck of a thumbnail, right? We should enter one of those freeze contests. You know how they do those things with the freeze? But anyway, this one is gray, and I love the combination of gray and navy. I think that's a very classic combination. This one, again, sells for $21.99, and I won this one for $7. So basically a third of the price. I got 70% off on this blanket. I love this. Look at that. And I love that the back doesn't have those fuzzies. So if you don't want the fuzzies against you, you don't have to have it against you. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? Absolutely love it. Machine washable, don't bleach. Tumble dry or hang to dry. 100% polyester. But again, as I've all tried to teach you through the Temu experience, polyester, the quality of what you get from polyester is not based on the fact it's polyester. It's based on the thread count of the weave and how it's being created. And obviously, as you can see from this is beautiful. This is so soft. Has a little ribbing. You can see the ribs in it. But on the front, it doesn't have any ribbing. It's just fuzzy. Great deal. See, the gray and the navy, I don't know. They just seem to go well. I love them. I haven't decided. I know one of them is going to go out here on the couch in lieu of this because this is shot. It has holes in it. It's falling apart. And I try to keep it hidden. So I'm thinking the navy one will go out here because I think the navy will actually look the best with the burnt orange curtains and the other colors in the room. I think the navy will be the best. And then I'll use the gray one back in the bedroom. That's the plan, kind of. All right. Couple more things in here. This is really, really heavy. Now, this was shown to be a 2-pack of anchor stakes. You know how when you want to like tie it up, put a tie in the ground for the dog, or if you want to anchor down a party tent or something, you screw these down into the ground and then you tie off to these stakes and it holds everything in place. This was said to be a set of 2. This is actually a set of 6. There are 6 in here. This is a 6-pack. I don't want to take them out of the box completely because I'm not ready to use them. But these are a 6-pack. They have the loops and the rings on the top to connect things to. 2, 4, 6. The ones in the middle are upside down with the points. You can see how pointed they are. These are heavy steel tie downs. These are not plastic. These are, I'm never going to get this back in the box. These are really good tie downs. This is what they look like to give you an idea. All right. They have the points on the bottom. They have the spiral to lock them in. Then they have the top to when you get to the ground level. Your tie connectors up on the top where you can connect anything to. $34.99 is what they sell for. But I got this box, this 6-pack, for $3. And guess what? They have more. I was watching their auction the other day. I hadn't received these yet. And I'm thinking, well, I don't need any more of these. You know, I thought it was a 2-pack. And I'm like, well, 2 will be fine. Because I was thinking for my sunshade, one end of the sunshade connects to the roof of the car, which is fine. But on the other end, where I need the tie downs where the poles are, these would be perfect to go into the ground and really hold that sucker in place. I thought I was getting a 2-pack. It's a 6-pack. Now you know it sells for $34.99, $35. And I got it for $3. They have other packs. So if you go to SuperBuys, as soon as you get into the chat, ask them, do they have any more of the ground anchors, the screw-in ground anchors? Ask them if they have any more, because if they do, you're getting a serious steal. Even if you end up paying $10 for this pack, you're getting them at 25%, almost 25% off the cost. Right? So go get them. Camping tents, party tents, anything you want to tie down in the stake in the ground to connect for a dog lead so that the dog can go in circles around this thing. Now that I have a 6-pack, I probably will do that. I'll probably put an anchor in the ground someplace for my next dog to be able to go around until I have the fencing done. I will definitely be putting at least 2 of these, if not 4 of these, in with my camping gear. Yeah, it's amazing. Gosh, I can't get over this deal. Seriously, I'm just blown away by that deal. All right, last item in this jumbo box, and this is the size of the box that was holding those 2 orders. Goodbye, box. Last item in this box. This, you see what it says? Swiffer Wet Dry. This is a Swiffer kit that comes with everything. Now, the suggested retail price on this is $17.70. Let me show you everything that comes with it. This is just the cover thing, in case you've never used a Swiffer before. You've got 2 packs. Okay, these are the wet mopping cloths. You have 2 packs of these, and there's 1 wet cloth in each. So that's good for mopping. You've got your heavy duty mopping cloths. These are more of like the scrubby type cloths, and this has 3 wet cloths in it. So now you've got 5 wet cloths. You have your poles, your Swiffer base, and your top Swiffer handle, which I will assemble, obviously, and then I will hang it back on my rack by my laundry room. So it comes with that whole thing. Oh, there's more. Wait. There is 2 packs of what they call the trap and lock, this is the dry sweeping cloths. Each one of these packs has 2 in it. So you've got 4 of the dry sweeping cloths. This is like a great starter kit. And then you've got extra packs of sweeping cloths. These are the dry sweeping cloths. Again, 2 in each pack. So you've actually got 8 of those in here. When she brought this up, and they did have another one, but of course I didn't have a need for a second one. $17.70 for that entire Swiffer set. $17.70. I paid $9. So roughly half price, right? $17.70, might as well say $18. I got it for $9. You can't even get the Swiffer refills or these wet packs. This stuff you can't even get for $9. You can't even get just the Swiffer itself for $9. And I got this entire kit. And yes, SuperBuys did have more. I don't know if they sold them or not, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to go back and ask. And it also does not hurt to go into your search bar, type in Swiffer kit search, and then select either posts, shops, different ones to find out, individual items. Where on WhatNot are you going to find that Swiffer kit? Who's selling it? Or you can click on shops and it'll give you the shops that either have it for sale or have sold it. Now, remember, let me teach you. Well, first, before I do that, let me finish with this order. This particular order was from a show on July 22nd. And all these items that I just went through on this last sheet were received on July 31st. So considering a few days for shipping and packing, I still got it very reasonable time. And considering how many other packages I've been getting, I'm happy with that turnaround time on this. So before we go on to the last thing that I want to cover, after we've just done 3 orders, how do I rate SuperBuys? All right, guys, let's say it all together now. How many stars are they getting? 5 stars across the board. Consistency with SuperBuys is just incredible. I mean, there aren't enough words to describe their level of consistency. It never changes. It never reduces from what it is. They're always up there, right? They're always taking the high road or doing the right thing. Communication, reading the chat, communicating, having fun, making it fun to shop. Starting prices, on average, their starting prices for certain things are like $3. That's basically their beginning price. Very rarely have I ever seen either Brie or Germany start an item at $5 or $10. They just don't do that. If the items are too big and have too much value, they put them up on the eBay shop. There is an eBay shop. If you do want to go check out SuperBuys at eBay, they do have a shop there for the bigger, more valuable items, but you're still going to get amazing deals if you go to their shop. That's at that site. But on WhatNot, the consistency again is 100% unchanged. The personalities, I have yet to see either of these ladies have a bad day. Seriously, they are always on. They're always so up and just so delightful to watch. The variety of products, the speed of shipping, the ability to know that maybe they have more items or you can ask for what you want. And if they have it, they'll let you know. Both of these ladies have incredible memories. They know that if they see something coming up that I've asked for in the past, they'll say, oh, is Konnee here? Is Konnee in the chat? Or is this person in the chat? Or is that person in the chat? Because they knew I was asking for it. They don't forget you, right? And I love that about them. They're very attentive and they get very involved. When Germany found out that Levi had passed, she actually, she said to the chat, she goes, prayer hands for Konnee, for losing, her pet Levi. Let's all keep her in our prayers. Let's keep Levi in our prayers. I mean, she just, what she shared, and you could see when I told her, you could see her face change. She still had to do her job. She still had to be professional, but you could see it in her face, that sadness when she got the news, because she was just getting to know me and getting to watch my channel and getting to see Mr. Levi. But it's still, it hit her hard because I'm one of her regular customers. So they do get attached to the customers. Now, let's get into just a little bit, a couple of hints. Again, as I stated earlier, the items that I show are available throughout WhatNot, with the exception of those rare items like a couple of purses and wallets and things I showed. So don't think for a second that just because I show you this big thing of finish, that there isn't more out there on WhatNot. Type it in the search bar. Look for what you want to find. What do you need around the house? What do you need for the kids, the grandbabies, nieces and nephews, spouses, pets? Search for what you want. Not every show is going to have the things you want, but there are hundreds of shops, hundreds of sellers on this site that have such a variety. It's incredible. So do the search. Now, what do you see when you search? All right, here's the thing. There really is no direct link. In other words, I can't give you a link that will take you to SuperBuys. What you have to do is you have to go to the main WhatNot page. And in my description box, I have put a link where you can join WhatNot through me so that you get your shopping discount. Use my link, right? That will get you your shopping discount off your first purchases and whatnot. So at WhatNot and whatnot. Yeah, at WhatNot. So use the link. What you do, it will take you to the main page. You don't have to sign up right away. As I said, you can just watch. You can just browse. But when you search, you're going to put in the name. Let's say you looked at my list of the shops that I reviewed, and you want to go check out SuperBuys. In the search bar, you type in SuperBuys. SuperBuys is not 2 words, guys. If you want it to come up, you have to keep it exactly as you see it in my description box. SuperBuys. No spaces, no commas, no dashes. Run those words together as if it was one big word. Hit search. When you hit search, below, it's going to give you thumbnails of shows. Now, you have a choice. Underneath your search bar, you can click on shows, and it will give you the list of their upcoming shows. It's not going to take you right into a live auction. You have to pick where you want to go. So you scroll down. If they currently are running a live auction, if there's an auction in process, you'll get a little red box that says live. You can then just click on that thumbnail, and that will take you into the live auction so that you can start watching, participating, communicating, bidding, whatever you want to do. There is no such thing as going directly in. You have to choose. All those little icons or those little thumbnails, they all have dates. So if they say live, it means it's going on right now. But if you scroll down and you see one that says 7/8 at 12:30 p.m., that means the 7th of August at 12:30 their time. And they are in Central Standard Time, same as I am. They're in Eastern Tennessee. So you can bookmark. There's like it looks like a little flag symbol. You can click on that little flag symbol and you can bookmark that show. So when that show goes live, you'll get a notification on your cell phone or email, however you've set it up. When you set up your basic account, you'll get a notification that, hey, one of your saved shows is about to begin, or one of your saved shows just started. So you won't miss it. You'll get that heads up. It's like the notification bell that we have on YouTube that you can click so that you know when I'm coming on or when any of your other favorite channels are coming on. Yes, I'm one of your favorite channels. Of course I am. Sorry, guys. I got to kind of slip that in when I can. So because these shows are scheduled, they're not going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? These people take time off. So don't expect to just go right into a show. You do your search and then you have to scroll down And it will always give you them in order of appearance. So if there's a live going on, you'll see that first. And then you'll see when their next one is. And however many they may have scheduled forward out, you'll see the little thumbnails for each of those scheduled out. So just bookmark however many you want. What I did is once I went into the first show and I just watched, I sat back and watched the very first time I came across SuperBuys. I did not bid at all. I did ask questions. I did communicate in the chat, trying to get a feel for it. I just clicked at the very top of the show when it's live, you can click on follow. Once you click follow, it's just like clicking subscribe at YouTube. No obligations. All it does is let you know, hey, that show's live now. Your one of your favorite stores is doing another live, and you get that notification. You get that heads up. So that's how follow and subscribe are exactly the same. No financial cost, no obligation, but it does get you notifications. It gives you an opportunity to watch what you might want to see. All right. So if you have any other questions as to how to find them, if you're not finding them, that means you're not scrolling down. It's not going to pop up again and take you right to the shop. It's going to pop up with a listing of thumbnails. That's what you will see. And I apologize if I didn't clarify that when I first gave you information on how to search. But a few of you have told me that you're not having any luck finding the auction or finding the site. It's not a site. The site is WhatNot. SuperBuys, NVUSDeals, UltraAuthentic, SJDailyDeals, CrystalClear, all the different shops, all the different places that I've reviewed are considered shops. The site is WhatNot. Every place else is shops. All right. So you can't go into your internet browser and type in SuperBuys, because what will happen is you'll end up at their eBay site. If you want to find their auctions, you need to go to whatnot.com and then search for the auctions. Okay? We're good? All right. So we're a little over an hour. We're an hour, 15 minutes, 3 orders and a little more information, some really good deals here. And I know a whole bunch of stuff that my community is going to be very happy to get their hands on. I will let them know that I have these products for them. And it just does my heart good to be able to help them out. And yes, it's my own funds doing that, but they have saved me so much, guys. I didn't have to go out and pay for a ton of soil to grade my property. I didn't have to go out and pay for gravel to grade my property. I didn't have to go out and pay for the pea stones to do my walkways and my gardens. It was all provided by the graciousness of my community. The least I can do is something like this, right? To me, what they did for me, I'm paying it forward, and I'm doing this for the community, which in turn helps them out and saves them $1 that they can use on something else, right? All right. Big thumbs up. Share this, get it out into the universe. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I have 7 more Temu orders coming, 3 of which have been in customs for at least 18 days. I see more credits on the horizon. I also have more SuperBuys, more of other shops to show you. We have a lot more to do, a lot more videos, and there's a lot more coming down the pike. I will tell you that I spoke with my friend Anthony. Anthony was one of the contractors from Phoenix Building Solutions that built my tiny home. He was their warranty manager. So he was in my home doing a lot of the little tweaks and things that needed to be done. And he and his dad and I kind of became fast friends. We're all very, very like-minded. And we all have skills and abilities for doing things. And we just became friends. Well, Anthony has his own construction company, and that's what he's going to be focusing on now. And I am so happy that he decided that that is better for him than anything else he could possibly be doing out there. So I did reach out to him, And I sent him some pictures and I sent him some measurements. And Anthony and his dad are going to help me get the back of the house fenced in preparation for my next four-legger. I'll help, obviously, but I don't necessarily have all the tools to do what I want to do, let alone having the energy, because this is a big space. We're talking approximately 30 by 50 rectangle fenced in. But I am looking forward to getting that done, because we all know that once that's done and completed and I have a safe spot at that time, then I will be looking for my next four-legged companion. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, guys, stay hydrated. Above all else, please stay sweet, and I will catch you soon with more. Just more. Bye.